Welcome back to Pothi's The Big Pick. Now, I'm a little late in reviewing this film, Madras Patnam, but here it is nevertheless. This Kalpathy S. Agoram production directed by Vijay is definitely worth watching once for the effort that has gone into the making of it, which is commendable. But I had my problems with the film, which I will list once I'm done with telling you a little bit about the plot.
Welcome to Madras Patnam.
The film opens in London with an 80-year-old Amy Wilkinson who has lost her husband and develops a clot in her brain. Doctors advise immediate surgery, but suddenly Amy has other plans. She wants to revisit Madras Patnam. Why? Well, that we find out almost immediately when we see her pull out a sepia-tinted picture of a well-toned and swoon-inducing Arya, standing legs akimbo with eyes that can pierce through that photograph. Along with that photo is a thali. Now, you don't have to try too hard to figure out the entire story, right, in the first 10 minutes of the film itself.
Mahatma Gandhi ki jai! Mahatma Gandhi ki jai!
First big hole. The patrician-looking matron living in London, for heaven's sake, doesn't know that the name of Madras Patnam has changed to Madras, at least, if not Chennai. Anyway, despite her daughter's protests, she arrives in Chennai, accompanied by her granddaughter, and they embark on their search for Paridhi, the Greek god in the photo, almost immediately. Their search is interspersed with flashbacks to 1945 when Amy first arrives in Madras Patnam, where her dad, the Governor General, is stationed. Now, the colonial masters want to take over the Dhobi Ghat, where Paridhi and his family and kinsmen live and earn their living. The Brits want to convert the area into a golf course. Of course, Amy falls in love with Paridhi, who makes an impression on her the very first time she claps her eyes on him. He was bounding athletically in slow motion, his lean muscles rippling, his eyes intensely focused on their driverless vehicle as he tried to stop it from running over his baby donkey. Hunk with a heart. Winner combo, no? Arya makes for such an arresting sight. He'd make an impression on a stone. He's that hot. There is, of course, a silly, stereotyped, cartoony British officer, Robert Ellis, who Amy's dad wants her to marry. Predictably, Amy fights for the rights of Paridhi's community. Predictably, the officer and Amy's family try to separate the lovers against the backdrop of the Indian independence struggle. Predictably, the star-crossed lovers fight back, and so the story meanders like the Kuam itself.
வாழ்வோ சாவோ உனக்கு இந்த மண்ணில் தான்.
Father, I love him!
The main actors do a good job, Arya and Amy Jackson. He, tall and powerfully built with a brute irresistibleness to him and with those light eyes that are so intense and seductive. She, a slip of a girl, delicate and vulnerable looking with a trusting open face. They are a nice contrast to each other, and their love blossoms along the Kuam. A dense, sparkling and clean Kuam, of course, upon which Kattamaram sailed, and the very breeze carried with it a whiff of romance. Arya and Amy's characters are not developed enough, possibly because director Vijay was too busy with other details like the sets, the CGs, the chroma arrangements to create the lavish period look, which I must say is wonderful.
வணக்கம் சொல்லித்தான் வரவேற்கும் ஊரம்மா
We welcome with வணக்கம்.
Oh, வணக்கம்.
வண்டியில் போவோம் டிராமில் ஏறியும் போவோம் கூவம் படகிலும் போவோம் போலாமா மகுடி ஊத்திட பாம்பு ஆடித எம்மா திரையானை தும்பிக்கை ஆசீர்வாதங்கள் எம்மா
Elephant hands.
கோடி அதிசயம் எங்கே எம்மம்மா
The problems I had with the film are, firstly, the British actors who are horrendously bad, and when they speak Tamil, God help us, my ears burned under the assault.
Kaya Gavani.
Secondly, I found the comedy irritating and slapstick. The late Cochin Hanifa was such a talented actor, but he just ended up being made to look silly and spoofy. But that's entirely the director's fault, no?
வாம்மா துரையம்மா
Come on, white lady.
இது வங்க கரையம்மா
What?
பாடுறாரா singing.
Music by G.V. Prakash is nice, but sounds just a wee bit derivative, especially Megame, which sounds a little like Maretuli Mandal Sangamam. But then it's not a major thing really. So many songs these days sound derivative, so that's no big deal. Neerav Shah's cinematography and Selva Kumar's art direction is very, very nice. So overall, I would say I don't regret watching this film at all. I love anything historical, so you know, it was okay. But would I say that this is great cinema? No. But it's great that director Vijay took us back in time when our city was truly a Singaramana Uru. So that journey was magical. 2.5 stars, I think that's what I'd give this film. One more historical film coming up, the great Stanley Kubrick's The Stunning Barry Lyndon. Stay tuned to Pothi's The Big Pig.